Hey, so I'm Ben Kepes. I'm here at Cloud Connect. I'm here for a couple of days in Vegas. I'm co-chairing the event and help put the agenda together. And I guess it's been pretty interesting. We've had some pretty interesting talks. We've had Adrian Cockcroft, formerly from Netflix, now at Battery Ventures. We've had Joe Weinman, we've had Margaret Dawson, we've had a bunch of people talking about things. I think the thing that was really most impactful for me was Jonathan Murray, who's the EVP and CTO at Warner Music Group. And he talks a lot about the composable enterprise. And for me, I think that speaks a lot to what the future of the enterprise is going to be like, that it's going to be wildly heterogeneous. There's going to be lots of different product and services from lots of different vendors. And in the old days, vendors thought that they could sort of own a customer and they would provide, the majority of the customer's IT needs. The future's going to be very different from that. It's going to be sort of wildly heterogeneous. And so I think what organisations are looking for is specific fabrics that straddle a bunch of heterogeneous services and give them some sort of visibility and control over those services while still allowing the flexibility that developers and end users need. So an example might be management, cloud management. So a cloud management platform that allows developers within the organisation to use a bunch of different infrastructure services on-premises, off-premises, what have you. Another one might be monitoring. Maybe spend management and control. So I think there's going to be these different fabrics at different layers within the stack within an organisation, and I think those will tie together a bunch of disparate services. And so the interesting thing then from an industry perspective is that what does that mean for the traditional large sort of monolithic vendors, the Microsofts, the Oracles, the SAPs, the HPs, the IBMs, and I think that those vendors believe that they can buy their way into sort of customer ownership the way that they have previously. I don't believe that's going to occur. The future is going to be a lot more diverse, and so that's a really interesting development, I guess, in the industry from my perspective.
Do you see, are there any of the smaller players you would point to as companies that are really on their way up?
Way up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, anyone that's doing the sort of those fabric plays. So, for example, I'm involved as an advisor and investor to Cloudability, and there's a bunch of companies doing what they're doing, which is around sort of spend management,
monitoring,
spend monitoring.
Right.
Yeah. The monitoring space, the New Relics, the Boundaries, those sorts of folks that are sort of delivering insights into the way distributed cloud scale applications are performing. That's a pretty interesting space. There's a lot of people playing in the infrastructure space. Obviously the OpenStack ecosystem has a lot of different players doing interesting stuff. I'm picking a lot of consolidation and rationalisation in that space because there's too many vendors looking after the same market. So I think we're going to see a lot of sort of turbulence in that space going forward.